These two emails that we got from family members of current officers, and I will redact names and hopefully identify information beyond that. But I will read them in their entirety and then make a final statement. The first one, the decision you need to make is simple. Support the truth, support our police. The truth is, the flag is not racist, and the BIPOC community is not afraid of it when they know the truth and are told the truth. But sadly, our media puts out stories that enrage and divide us through exaggerations and lies. Just look at the headlines for tonight's meeting using words like controversial issue and protest planned ahead of meeting. Sure sounds like drumming up division and anger to me. Imagine instead if headlines read outpouring of support for police heroes in Patch, or cancel culture attempts to sway board by perpetuating lies. Last year I attended a Back to Blue rally in Washington, D.C., led by Brandon Tatum, a former police officer. There were over 2,000 of us marching through the streets of D.C. I walked arm in arm with people of all races carrying the thin blue line flag. We celebrated and cheered Back to Blue until we lost our voices. Sadly, you probably didn't hear that event because it doesn't fit the media narrative, but the truth doesn't change because of lies, and lies can only be overcome by standing for the truth. Second, we need you to support our police. They need it now more than ever. I have raised PTSD service dogs for military vets and police officers. I met with a man with PTSD who had done both jobs, and for him, his PTSD was a result of work as an officer. He told stories that horrify me. He told me things he never shared with his wife. Here I am, related to two police officers, and I had no idea what they go through. He talked about the horrors of seeing children bloodied and mangled from accidents, deaths from suicide like hanging or gunshots to the head. He told me about the adrenaline rush of saving teenagers from drug overdoses, then the devastation knowing he couldn't help or save the ones he so desperately tried to. He had been spit on, had feces thrown at him, and vomited on more times than he could count. He told me how leaders didn't support the police and how watching the media turn the community against his profession was killing him inside. And that's why I'm here tonight. Someone needs to stand up for our officers and tell you the truth, because they won't. This former officer told me his career-ending call, but it's too horrific for me to share. Let me put it this way. Imagine your profession causes you to miss your kids' events and family holidays year after year. You have seen more horrific things than anyone should ever have to endure. Your profession is demonized, lied about, and you know you have saved more lives and prevented more tragedies than anyone will ever know. Some days you are hanging by a thread, and now they want to go after your patch because of lies. Let me be clear. You cannot support our police and get rid of the patch. Eliminating the patch won't fix anything because there is nothing broken with it, but it would tell your officers, their families, and this community who supports them. You don't care about them, and you don't care about the truth. This anti-police narrative based on exaggeration and lies has to stop. It is not only dividing us, it is literally killing them. Please make Mount Prospect the beacon of hope, be the turning point, be the leaders who finally support the truth in our police. Thank you.